All right, aloha, friends, and welcome to another episode of Game Time with the Goss, brought to you by GM Sports Media and Get Recruited websites. We make high school athletes feel like stars. I'm joined today with Grandview head softball coach Leigh Ebner and freshman pitcher Maddie Doty. How you guys doing today?
Good. Doing good.
Awesome. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Grandview, 30-1 on the season. They just wrapped up an undefeated district title in 7-3A with the playoffs just around the corner. Maddie, again, is a freshman pitcher. She actually missed some games because she was winning a gold medal in Peru early this month. For you, Maddie, Team USA, you're named tournament MVP. You get that gold medal. Just what was that experience like?
The whole experience was really cool, and just winning the gold and getting MVP was such an honor.
Going there, just was there any sort of nerves? I know you pitched that first game. You actually ended up throwing a perfect game, but was there any nerves just going in a circle there?
Obviously, there was nerves like starting the first game of the whole tournament, all that. But when I started pitching, and
Yeah, and the offense put up a lot of runs for you, which I imagine you're kind of used to with playing for Grandview. But how does that kind of calm your nerves?
just knowing that you have an offense that can back you up, and if you let runs score, whatever, you know that they're going to have you and be able to score more.
And what's it like to just have that USA on your chest, on your jersey, just to represent the country?
Like I said, it's an honor just to be able to have those 3 letters across my chest.
And did you kind of realize you were having a perfect game, or was it till after the game?
No, I did not realize until after, and they're like, "You had a perfect game," and I was like, "Oh."
That's awesome. For Coach, I don't know if you were able to watch it at all live or see highlights, but just to be the high school coach and see one of your players go through that, what's that like for you?
Oh, it was unbelievable. I watched pretty much every game, and if I missed it, I'd go back and watch it. But just unbelievably proud to have someone represent Grandview that way, and then go out and do it the way that she did it was just unbelievably great. I was very proud of her.
Awesome. Again, joined here with Grandview head softball coach Leigh Ebner and freshman pitcher Maddie Doty. Coach, when's kind of the first time you met Maddie, and just initial thoughts just seeing her on the field?
Well, I first met Maddie last year when she was in 8th grade, because I coached junior high volleyball. And so I got to meet her then, and, kind of quite a quiet then, but I've gotten to know her a little bit better now that she's on the softball team, and she's not so quiet. She's actually very funny, and kind of makes everybody crack up, makes me crack up all the time. So it was good to get to know that side of her as well. And I just remember thinking last year, I heard that she was a good softball player. I hadn't had the chance to see her yet, but I did see her play volleyball, and I thought she is a very good volleyball player. And if she's half as good a softball player, then we're going to be in business. So once I finally got to see her pitch for the first time and play, I was like, yep, she's something special. And obviously she has shown that with the being able to go over to Peru and represent the USA.
So Maddie, do you just play softball there at high school, or do you play on the volleyball team?
Yes, sir. I play volleyball.
Awesome. What was it like for you coming in as a freshman? I know you've pitched in some big games already, but high school ball can be a little different. Just what's this experience been like, and sort of the upperclassmen taking you in as a freshman?
Well, I've loved it. I've loved each and every one of the upperclassmen, and just getting to learn from them, and everything's been really good.
And so you kind of grew up in the Grandview system?
No, sir.
Okay.
I'm actually in 6th grade.
Okay.
So.
Do you remember, Grandview over the last 7 or 8 years has really elevated themselves as one of the best in 3A. Did you go to a lot of games when you were in middle school, and do you remember any of the high school players you watched?
I went to quite a few, but I don't really remember any of the players.
Coach, just again, you guys are 30-1 and district champs. Again, this stretch, Grandview has put in some really good seasons. Went to state in 2018. But what does this make? What does this group of girls make them stand out from others?
Well, first and foremost, we've got a solid team. We've got depth, and that's just, I don't think, something that you see at the 3A level as much. We've got two very good pitchers. Obviously, you're talking to Maddie right now and know her, but we've also got a senior pitcher, Caden Blackman, who has done great things for this program the last 3 years. So we've got two very, very strong pitchers. And then you add our lineup as far as hitting wise. And I've said this multiple times this year, a pitcher against us cannot take a break, because you might get through, the 1, 2, or 3, but you got the 4 or 5, and the 6, 7, and 8, 9 holes are strong too. So we've just got depth, and we've got girls that come out and work hard every single day. They work hard on their own in the evenings. They do what it takes to come out here and be successful like they've done so far this year. So that, in my opinion, is what makes this team special and different.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Maddie pitched again in that second game against West. I think you guys won 14-0.
Yes.
Okay, and Maddie had, I think, 12 strikeouts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Obviously, you had a piece of that district title. You go into second game and win it outright and get that 1 seed. You had just come off a 4-2 win in the first game against West last week. So, I mean, Maddie, just with still things on the line to go out there and get the offense and strike out 12, get that district title. Just what are you thinking for that second game against West?
I mean, just had to be prepared. I'd already seen some of the batters before. So.
And coach, just again, just to kind of turn it around, and it's not a close game like the first game, just to go out there and see your girls perform like that. Just talk about the effort.
The 4-2 win was, close for us. It was a little too close, and I knew that we could do better at the plate. So we talked about that the few days leading into the next game, and talked about the way they were pitching us and what we needed to do to be able to hit her a little bit better. And they came out and did it, so they jumped out in that first inning and just kept doing what we had talked about, and got quite a few runs across the board, which was great. And I was very proud of them, because that just gives us a little bit of better motivation going into the playoffs, knowing that we made some adjustments, and we made them pretty good to be able to put 14 runs on the board.
Again, playoffs coming around already. Just Maddie, just you're going to go through your first experience of high school playoffs. Just what are you most excited about? And, talk about the potential of, hopefully making a deep playoff run with this team.
Most excited about going it through with my team, because I love each and every one of them, like I said. And I feel like we can go pretty far this year. We just got to take it one game at a time. And
coach, just I'll ask the same question. Just what are you excited about? And again, you guys are 30-1 and one of the best teams in 3A. What can this team make a playoff run and go to state?
That's what we've been shooting for, and that was our goal. We do stress that we take it one game at a time, but the work ethic that these ladies have and the drive that they have is going to be fun to watch to get us through these playoff rounds. Playoffs are fun. The bus rides are fun. The games are fun. So I'm looking forward to it, because this group is a strong group, and they like to put those runs on the board, and our pitching is good. Our defense is strong. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun ride.
It's kind of funny, because over the last couple of years, we've sort of finally adopted Grandview as DFW. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but at least the district is DFW. But you guys are in 3. You guys are in Region 3. So I think you guys are the only DFW district that's in Region 3. Do you know a lot of some of the other teams to watch in 3A in Region 3 as you make this playoff push?
Yeah, I mean, our region is tough. We're going to have to work. There's quite a few good teams. We we're not sure who will get the first round, but going down the road, Franklin's good, Teague is good, Troy is good, East Bernard. I mean, there is a lot of good teams that we're going to have to face to get down to Austin. So again, we're just going to take it one game at a time, and just we're going to have to be ready every day because those teams are going to be tough.
So I guess playoffs can start next week, maybe Wednesday, Thursday. Do you have any games lined up before that? Maybe a warm up, or are you guys just kind of going through practice and resting up?
We do. We've got a warm up game on Monday at Mansfield High School. So that'll be a good one to get us ready for the playoffs.
Awesome. Again, here with the Grandview softball coach Leigh Ebner and freshman pitcher Maddie Doty. Just want to get you out on this, just something fun, just kind of rapid fire, just see what people get to know you. So you guys ready?
Sure.
All right. So how about favorite softball player growing up? Maybe someone you liked watching for both you ladies.
Lisa Fernandez.
Jenny Finch.
That's pretty good. Both gold medalists.
Mm-hmm.
What about, do you have a favorite college team now?
I would say OU probably.
Yeah, I usually like to stay in the Texas realm, so I'm going to say Texas A&M. Any school that's in Texas, that's who I'm gonna root for.
All right, Maddie's up here now. OU. Sooner. How about I get, Coach, you can answer this too, but for Maddie, is there a pregame meal before the game, before you pitch?
Um,
Do you guys
I
have pregame meals?
I mean, we do have pregame meals, but I mean, like usually for a game, if we like stop before, I'll get like a Reese's.
Or Reese's? Okay. How about pregame music to hype you up? Anything while you're warming up?
No, I mean, I like rap. I listen to that probably before.
So while you're warming up, is there any music or nothing? You're just kind of in the zone.
I'm just in the zone. I don't listen to anything while I warm up.
Okay. For both of you guys, how about favorite fast food?
I'd say Whataburger.
Chick-fil-A.
Maddie's up here again. She's being you, Coach. Kind of a tough one, but how about favorite movie? Just like a remote drop, anywhere in the movie, you just have to watch it.
For me, I see I'm older, so I'm going way back, and I like Pretty in Pink. And when he goes into the record store and he's lip singing and dancing, that's one of my favorite parts of the movie. That's one of my favorite movies.
Well, okay, well, I'm gonna go with Frozen just because I don't really know. I just like Elsa a lot.
Awesome. Coach, how about just a little history for you? Just where did you kind of grow up? Did you play softball, college?
Yes, I did. I grew up in Santa Fe, Texas, down south of Houston, and I played softball at Ranger Junior College, and then at what's it called? In Tahlequah. Sorry, my hand's starting to. Finished up 2 years there, and I actually coached in college for 22 years. I coached at Ranger for 5 years, and then I coached at Hill for 17. And now I've been here at Grandview. This is my second year.
Awesome. All right. Well, appreciate you guys jumping on. We wish you the best as the playoffs start. Again, this is Grandview head coach Leigh Ebner and freshman pitcher Maddie Doty. Thank you so much for joining me, and for those watching, appreciate it. The second episode of Game Time with the Goss. And thanks again, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.